Hey, what's your chicken buzz and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we will just talk to you guys about the weekly maintenance that I often do. So we'll start off over here, we're just gonna showcase this entire rack system over here. So the usual stuff, water change, top up with the water. So this week we actually got the reset basket. So we got additional reset basket. So this reset basket on the right side of all the larger tanks, we will be leaving it empty for now. You can actually see that it's empty, and we're gonna just put some of the frog bits in there so that they don't float around. This is actually one of the things that we actually will do in future, is that we will probably change all of this soil to gravel, and then we'll just put the soil inside the basket. So during the reset, what we'll do is that I'm just gonna put the soil right in there, and we're gonna remove that. So what I thought about is that we have the soil that is always on the left side, and the empty one is always on the right side. So this is across all the setup. You can see over here is all across, and during the reset I will just put it on the right side on the soil, and then the left side will be empty. So this will kind of go on just to give me an indication that which of the basket actually has the soil, and which tank has already been reset. So after the water change, we did the basket, and of course this time around we managed to change all the filters to the Aquarium Co-op one. Of course there are some that we remain as the Canvy, and we just use the attachments. So with the help of Jake, we actually got this filters all set up and done, so that it's much faster, and the rest of the old filters we actually threw them away. So on the bigger tanks, it's a hybrid. It's one Co-op large filter and one Canvy, and with all the new attachments. And over here, what we do also on the weekly maintenance is to look at what are some of the things that we need to adjust. One of the things is I realized that I often try not to clean the front glass as much as I can. However, what we actually do is that, for example, this tank over here, we are actually breeding the snails. So I am actually breeding the Ramshorn snails, and I feed them a lot, and then they will start to grow and populate. So all my tanks, I try to use the Ramshorn snails to actually clean up the tank by itself. So I will just go around and see that, okay, this tank requires more Ramshorn snail, this one requires more. And then some of them are already in there. You can actually see that some of them are already in there. And that will actually help, clean the tank. Then I don't really need to keep cleaning the front glass a lot. However, of course, one of the things is that if you have like calyx bore, and if you have snails, the snails will also consume the calyx bore. And for those who use ADA soil, like for example, this is an ADA soil tank, it's a Black Ninja, the snails couldn't survive. So because of low acidity, low pH, the snails would not survive. So there are a few tanks over here that are, on ADA soil, and in future when we swap them out or when it's exhausted, we can actually, use we actually installed the basket over there already. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to, focus and zoom in to share with you guys some of the streams that we have on this entire wall rack. I'm just going to zoom in and see. Let's see if I can get a good zoom. Okay, so the first tank over here, this is the center. I actually really like the red on this one over here. You can actually see that this red is really deep. The legs are also slightly red, and the babies are actually out already. So we actually have a tank of centers over here, and this particular piece over here is actually being bred out by the Black Ninja. So over the last 5 years, we actually got 2 of the red ones that come out from the black, which is the recessive gene, and we are being very lucky, actually a male and a female, and then they bred, and then once they bred, we have moved the babies down to this tank over here. So this tank is actually the bred out of that colony over there, which differs from this tank over here, which is also the red center. However, this comes directly from Taiwan in the past, and we bred them for many years, and this is a different, different line compared to this one over here. So there are some that are not as nice, but however, first what we always do is that we want to really breed a lot of them first before we start to select. You can actually see the difference over here. You can see that this one over here is not as good, the quality, and then the one behind, which I say that is the one that is really deep in terms of the colors. So that's, yep. So on the next tank, that is the snail tank that we are going to breed. Over here is the orange eye yellow King Kong. So I actually have quite a few of them over here. I started off with also quite a bit. Not very successful in terms of the colony and the explosion. I'm not sure why that I do not get very good success on that. However, now I have swapped them to a smaller tank using Fluvasoil, not so acidic, and we'll see how it goes from here. And then on the right side of this tank is the Neocaridina, Neocaridina Bloody Mary. So it's just gonna zoom, make it brighter a little bit. They are all hiding right behind there. You can actually see those are all the orange eye Bloody Marys. Very fairly easy growing stream. Nothing that needs to be done, especially for them. And you can see that there are babies, and of course there are snails that I use to clean up the glass as well. So let's see here. We can get a better zoom. You can see all the orange eye. You can see all the eyes over there. They are all orange in color. So this tank is the, I'm just going to zoom out for a moment. So this tank is the first center tank, and then this is the second center tank. So we have gone through this entire rack over here. This tank over here is actually the Black Vanda. So this comes from David from France. Very unique stream. I'm still trying to breed them in messes before we start to do selection. It has been a year since I got it. I got some really nice dark color ones over there. Oh, there's some action. So that piece over there is the one right behind. Yep, that piece is the one that I want them to breed. Right, so coming down to the tank. So this is just a normal PRL tank. As you can see, all of them is in the trans state. They are not moving because of the breeder select food. So over here, again, the glass is not clean. So let's see. We have the red Calcio or the red dragon. You can see that this is the red dragon. You can take a look at them. So they do breed, but they do not breed a lot for me. So this tank over here on the right is empty. We just do some movement over here. And this is the yellow King Kong, or yellow Galaxy, or yellow King Kong. I got this from Heiko from Germany, and they are really interesting streams. Again, do not have much success on them. This is just normal red fancies. These are not the ones that are being selected. So these are just very normal red fancy tigers. So this, I'm just going to move right through, and these are just some red boats and Snow White. So we are just trying to create some of the red boats, more towards the red boat kind of a pattern. So just going to move. Black King Kong, though this is the excess Black King Kong from the other tank that we actually keep over here. Red King Kong, same excess from the other main breeding tank. Not sure if I can zoom that far, but okay, let me zoom out. And this will be just the normal deep blue boats, another tank. So this This 4 tank over here is this 4 tank over here uses the 80A soy. However, over time we will then make the changes. So as we move on, you know, Black Ninja. So this is a Black Ninja tank, a one stripe Black Ninja. Quite a little bit of streams over there, and then on the right side is some OEs, and this tank over here is still cycling, and once that is done, you'll put some streams in there. So this is the K14. Oh, look at the it can be easily seen, all the spot algae over here. So this is the K14. Just gonna make it a little bit darker so that it doesn't. Okay, you can actually see that these are the K14 streams, all of them again in a trans state, you know, feeding on the breeder select. And this, you know, without much introduction, the Snow White tank that I often use for videos. And over here we have the 4-band or the 3-band PBL, and you know, they are really, you know, breeding very well. I had some troubles in the past, you know, for not breeding them well. However, now they are doing much better. And over here we have the, let's see over here, which is the orange eye, you know, blue boat. So just put them in a big tank. Got some babies on the filter already. You can actually see from here. It's too far to zoom in. But however, you know, these are some of the things that I would like to share in this video. With weekly maintenance, a lot of stuff need to be done. Got to throw the trash after this. Look at the condition of the tank and see how they fare. And you know, then over time, I will then, you know, over the months, I will then move on to this side of the rack, and then do all the stuff on this side, and then of course, you know, got to do the stuff on that side as well. So I'm gonna split. I usually split a lot of this work, you know, across many weeks. I don't do everything at once. Like for example, the filters, when we install all these filters, we split it into a couple of days. One day we install it, then the next day we will then remove and then we place it in there. So it helps to break up the work a lot, because you know, doing everything in one day is going to burn out a lot of time. So yeah, so this is a normal routine that we have on the weekend, and now we are just going to head back for dinner and then taking the kids to movie night. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, peace out.